here is how my microgreens have grown. After 10 days, they are overflowing, as you can see, overflowing here. Just real, and they're gonna taste delicious. So this is a lot of microgreens, right? And of course, for purposes of eating, I normally would not eat all of this in a week because this is a lot. So I am going to attempt something new, and I'm going to make a video showing you guys. I am going to try to cut these down, and I normally would store them in a container, but I'm going to try to put them in a bag. It is one of those storage systems. So I'm gonna see how that works and see if that's a good way to keep them. I mean, and these are, of course, this is just microgreens. I'm gonna show you guys what the other ones are. I mean, literally, because there's nothing in here, I can take and eat this just like this, and I will. Because there's no chemicals. It's all water and hemp, so it's excellent. Now, I should show you in the growing process, when you don't fill it in, you see there's little ones there. I didn't fill it all the way in. Those small ones will continue to grow. So when you're normally eating these every day, most people keep them under lights and they just cut the portion that they're going to eat, and then you just continue to let them grow. And sometimes even after I've cut, I see parts of them start to grow back. So you can do that. Again, I don't have to wash or anything, just eat right away, and I get all the nutrients. Really great. Okay, so this is the jar of my broccoli sprouts after 5 days, and it had 2 days of being in the sunlight, so that's where you see the green colors come through. Now the next thing that I have to do is to rinse this really well to get the extra seeds here, let those come up to the top, and then once I rinse that really well, then I can let them dry in the air. And drying in the air is just to, before you put them in the refrigerator, you just reduce that moisture that's on it. But I can eat these right now. I can rinse them and eat them right now. So here you go. And these are from, okay, so this is 9 days. Okay, not, what is it? Nope, that's not true. It is 8 days of growth. And I could have started eating them at 7 days, right? Okay, so this is what the broccoli microgreens look like. Now, I did not have as much of this to plant, so that's why it's pretty thin here. But again, no chemicals. I can just eat it just as it is. So on one day, I took and added some of the beets just to see if they would grow. And look at there, they are growing. But I've discovered a trick for the beets, and I'm going to try that. And if it works, I will share that with you guys. But if you look at the broccoli here, as compared, this is the broccoli, and those are the microgreens. Now, they were set up just 1 day apart. And you see how the broccoli here is not as full as, because I didn't have as much, but it will get as tall. If you notice that some of them look like they might be the same thing, and that's because the microgreens are made of a salad mix. So there's different colors to it because there's different things in it. Broccoli is one of the things that's in it. This is just the broccoli. And of course, a little beets right there. Okay, and here are the beets that have sprouted. And this is, I consider, a success because this is with that company that I was unable to get any of them to grow prior to this time. So they sprouted in here, and now it did take 10 days for this to sprout, and which at least it started. But again, I've learned of a trick that I'm going to try before I say that this company's product is a wash. But these are ready. I can eat these as well. Of course, I have to do the same thing because with the sprouts, there's always going to be seeds that are in there. And those seeds you don't really want to eat. So I'm going to do my whole little wash thing. What I like to do is to make all of these become one mix. So I can have some microgreens, some broccoli sprouts, and some beet sprouts. And then I can formulate a really delicious salad that is nutrient dense. And I need that if I don't eat certain foods. You need that if you don't eat certain foods.